I was never here on this property when asphalt was being laid up close to my home. So the changes around me I'm having it's just a fuck so unfortunate because I'm actually waking up in a really good mood and I feel really good. So I'm trying to do like a rapid adjustment, like I should just adjust to this and accept this. See, I wouldn't accept it. I don't accept it because I just don't think it's rationally done. I don't think it's rational. But when I keep thinking about the problems that now that they're going to be facing, because people think that laying asphalt is going to make it easier to go over the snow. And it's like, well, no, they have to plow it. They have to plow it, and so that's a given. Everybody's like, no, duh, you're plowing it even if you have dirt, if you're living right, if you're living comfortably, you know. But that's all. Now living comfortably, you know, you're either talking to handicapped people that are lazy about walking through the snow, or you're talking about people who are fit and they're like, it's comfortable for me to get a good walk and to feel like I'm in a place where, well, the reason why I moved here is because, well, we roughed it a little bit, but it's really nice in the snow. We like our quiet time. Sometimes we like when the power goes. I thought sometimes the power goes off and we like it. There's a weird crowd up here that is like, with everything. It's like that has happened, escalating, and I think it's. Let's just set the old subject matter aside. Like, what incubates this fucking big baby society out there? Because okay, so I was talking to somebody said, "Oh no, Shauna, you would hate it out down in the city." It's like, no, I was born and reared in the city, and I saw the contrast, and I chose it up here because I had a choice. You know, my great grandpa had this place, and I just knew by the time I was 5 years old where I wanted to go for the rest of my life. And but you know, you have to wait. So I went through well, what? Wait for what? Well, I didn't want to wait very long. I ditched school. You know, I just made sure I'd come up here. By the time I had my 16th birthday, I was up here. I knew I was just going to stay up here. You couldn't take me away. Got a job at a school here, and I finished up my school as far as the GED thing, and kind of hilarious because that fades off into the distance, and they're looking at me like, you know, what do you want to study? And I'm like, well, I want to study the design of chaos. And they're like, okay. And they had me a book that says chaos in it, and it shows a bunch of fractals, and it expands out, and then there's Mother Nature, and there's a tree. I'm like, thank you. Can I get out of here? Yes, let's go back to work. I was always hard. I'm always hardworking. You know, this is just my family. Time to change up though, as far as family, whatever that chugging chugging program was as far as for money. I was born to go like this. Excuse me, that's not on the periodic table of elements, and so that's not what's going to help us with creating creation, or in case we want anything to do with it. So that's just me. Good luck with me, boy. I don't have very many good friends, but I didn't just say I never have money, and I'm not as glamorous as hell. And do I not? If I have $20 in my pocket, you think I have $20,000 in my pocket. You just don't know the difference, babe. I'm Libra. Lots, but I do have something I'm sitting on. And I'm looking at how that it's just not my place. The ecology is not my place. I'm starting to put signs up saying, by the way, you guys are fucking psychos. And I'm gonna start doing this. Probably will take 18 months for me. I mean, I think it shouldn't happen. Really, I would love for a partner to come in here and say, Shauna, it's okay. Let's calm down. No, I don't want to be here when whoever owns the creek paves it for whatever reason to piss fucking people off even more, like me, and then sell out to people, clones, who they're smart. Big money is together, and they buy shit up, or they make it so that this fucking whoever moved in over here, they all think that they gotta put a big fence in. It's because they have a dog, and it's like, dudes, people, when you have a big piece of property, you don't really need to fence it off for your dog because, see, I train my dogs. You voice command them, and then you train them to go along the perimeter of your yard. It's possible to train your dogs. These people don't have doing training. They have them on leashes, and then they. I don't want to go on and on about this fucking society that's so upside down, bent upside down, shitty fucking crap backwards, and just they can have it. And I hope to God I find somebody authentic in my life that will help me somehow. And it's like, Shauna, guess what? It's gotta be you. It's gotta be you. And I think that's the most boring thing in the world. I always thought, it's like, what do I gotta do then? I have to go to a monastery and find out what's wrong with me that I can't fucking find somebody that I can spend the rest of my life with. I know that sounds stupid. I sound just like a narcissist or the next person, and there's a lot of people that just aren't experiencing that. And it's like, but then what do we need to experience then? See, I remember being able to integrate myself, and people appreciated me. See, I am experiencing, well, just it's when you fall down inside in front of the narcissistic society and you don't work for them anymore. Like, say you're just not being a welcome mat for them anymore. You can't do it anymore. You can't wear a fake fucking. You can't put it on for money anymore. Come on, we're human. Are you really present with me or not? Oh, really? Well, we do have. I don't believe in having friends that we're not doing a righteous transaction. Like, were we of some use to each other at the end of the day? If it's not just trading, yes, I have some herbs. You want to trade some oil? Thank you. Friends. Like, say, if I have a hubby and then, hey, do we have some friends? Yeah, let's go visit. Boy, it used to be. I'm pretty sure, and I wasn't born at that time. It's just faded out. But I think my grandma knows, maybe. I mean, that's where you get your name. The Smiths. The Smiths were the ones who worked with metal over there, and the gardeners. The gardeners were the ones who worked with the gardener over there. And fucking who else? Can you think of anybody's last name that matches their trade? The Schumans, the shoemakers. They made shoes, babes. And then what do? Well, they traded amongst themselves. It wasn't that they only made shoes. They most likely made love with each other. That's a whole other thing, and I don't think that that's a limitation. I don't think it has to be limited to whatever they think that marriage is doing or something like that. Really, we have to maintain a vibrational frequency, and that's a delicacy that is had. I think it's coming up to where we can just be able to recognize it. Say, this is the way we live. This is the way we do it. And there is a humanitarian code that comes up with it. I think Aquarius naturally lives that way. See, I do, and really, it's weird. It's because it's just God. But there's some gurus and even psychologists who will take that elevator all the way to the top and say, no, this is the way it is. It's not a possessive fucking ownership mental bunch of shit. It's actually a let go, tap in, heart realization. And so I'm going to end this here at 9:09, and hopefully we'll get something going on.